Of course, mistress. I will speak with the contractor tomorrow and have estimates drawn up for the repairs to the servant quarters. Yes, I'm sure negotiating the use of the wood felled from the back acre will help keep costs down. I believe that aside from the final signing of your sale to Lord Huxley, this was the last item on your docket today. And speaking of that, the documents are due by 4, so they will probably arrive at any moment. Mistress, you've dissected this arrangement as much as you are able. There is little else that can be done to change it. Of course, backing out is still an option until the final documents are signed. And as much as I hate to say this is an offer worth taking, I don't think you'll be able to get a better deal from Huxley. And no one else has come forward to make an offer. The choice is yours, my lady. But I believe you have negotiated to the extent that you are able. You had the marriage clause removed from the contract, and that alone is impressive. Well, his proposal was as direct as it was inappropriate. Besides, little miss, a man like the young Lord Huxley has a lot to learn before he would be capable of taming as fierce a partner like yourself. In business, of course. What else would I be referring to? Anyway, I believe I hear a carriage coming around now, my lady. Most likely the courier you've been waiting for. Would you like me to bring you some fresh tea while you review the final bid? Of course, mistress. If you still wish me to review the documents with you before you sign, I am at your service. If you will excuse me, I will return momentarily with your tea, and we can begin.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. I'm calling on Lady DeLacy. I've brought the documents from Edmund Huxley that my lady's been expecting.
Oh, yes, of course. Come in. Come in. I'll show you to the mistress's study. Pardon me, mistress, but a gentleman has arrived with the documents you've been expecting.
Nicholas Huxley, my lady. If you forgive my interruption, I want to deliver the final documents myself. I understand my visit must be a surprise. I know my behavior at our last meeting was a little... Well, that's not the word I was going to use, but I can't disagree. Really, you would probably be justified in having me thrown out.
Excellent. I'll see to it immediately. Your tea, mistress. If you insist. Camilla, you may return to your duties. I'll assist our gentleman guest with whatever he requires.
Yes, sir.
Young Master Huxley, my mistress' time is valuable, so if you've called on her with purpose...
Yes, of course. I'm with the paper.
You're with the paper?
I mean, I have some paper. I brought it. What I meant to say is, I brought you the final sale document for my father. And I know it's a little presumptuous, but I was hoping for an opportunity to apologize for my behavior at the ball, and perhaps speak with you candidly for a while outside of any business matters.
Presumptuous indeed. The documents, if you please.
Oh, yes, of course.
Here you are, mistress. I agree, it would be best to examine them carefully to be sure no changes were made before you sign. It would be most unfortunate to become entangled in an unpleasant arrangement.
Marrying me wouldn't be that unpleasant. Wait, my lady.
Thank you, young Master Huxley, but my mistress has heard enough. You should wait in silence. Of course, mistress. Are you quite certain? Then, if that is your wish, I will see to it immediately. Yes, I will have everything arranged to your liking.
I suppose this means I'm being escorted to a particular end of my horse.
If you'll follow me, please.
You're very protective of her, aren't you?
I am the head butler of the DeLacy estate, of which my mistress is the head. I have absolute loyalty to this family and to my lady.
Please, forgive my directness, but your protectiveness doesn't have the feel of a loyal servant. My family has many servants, some loyal, some less than, but I've never seen the fierceness you exemplify in your service. Even my father's most expensive bodyguards, who would dive in front of a blade to protect him, don't show as much concern for him as you do for your mistress.
Forgive my directness, but perhaps your father should attempt to earn loyalty instead of purchasing it.
I've often wondered that myself. His way of dealing with things, both people and business, is often in a manner I find vulgar. I fear that one day I'll take over his work and follow the path he so ruthlessly burned into the ground. The lord of a smoldering empire built on ashes of anyone who dared to get too close. Excuse me, I'm oversharing. Perhaps that's why the lady trusts you so much. You seem to be an excellent listener.
My mistress shares with me only what she deems necessary. But she knows, should she ever have the need, that she can call on me for any service, whether it be to prepare a cup of tea or to dive in front of a blade. I am at my mistress's call. For as long as she will have me in her service, I will protect her from any threat.
Am I a threat, then?
That remains to be seen.
I see. I suppose you'll be seeing me out, then.
Of course not. If you'll follow me this way, you'll be joining Lady DeLacy for dinner.